Okay, beta, it is going on. So if it is combining with CH3NH2, specific one, then it is a CH3NH3 positive Cl minus, methyl ammonium chloride. It is like that. Or it may be written as CH3NH2 dot HCl, methyl amine hydrochloride. Methyl amine hydrochloride is like that. If you see the medicines, drops especially, the compounds are supplied or it is allowed to use in the form of the salt, and the salt of the hydrochloric acid, that compound along with hydrochloride, because that salt is more stable. So medicines, they are also available in the form of hydrochloride salt. That is the stability, they become more stable in that way. Aromatic amine also combined in the same way and going to form the compounds. Take revision. Tomorrow I will take revision better. And in this revision, first I will take a mechanism, 3 mechanism in your syllabus. We will discuss about the mechanism, and if any topic do you want to revise, please tell me in advance so that I shall be able to talk about that. If from organic or inorganic, from anywhere. Vacation from tomorrow onwards, 23 onwards there is vacation. So tomorrow we will also meet again, and for vacation I will give you some organic, some conversions or some the type of questions given in the exercise. Okay. So this is the reaction with acids. Diprotic acid also combined in the same way to form the salts. The third one is, third property is reaction with transition metals. Reaction with transition metals. Transition metals. Transition metals, they are a very good complexing element. They receive pair of electrons from the molecules, from the ions, from the ligands, and form the coordination compounds. Amines, they are able to donate pair of electrons. That's why they form several coordination compounds. They are more complexing agent as compared to the ammonia. Ammonia actually is slightly smaller in size, that's why I prefer ammonia, but ability to donate pair of electrons, amines having more ability. So if we combine like RNH2, 1 degree amine, going to combine with the silver ion. Silver ion, we can take a silver chloride, AgCl, which is actually in solid state, white precipitate. This is white PPT. We have in 11th class, we have discussed about silver nitrate test for chloride ion that you have done in the lab. Silver nitrate, when combined with the chloride, we get AgCl white precipitate. This precipitate is soluble in ammonia, that is ammonium hydroxide solution. And that is because of the formation of a complex compound. Amines also form similar complex compound with silver metal ion, that is in the form of AgCl solid. This AgCl solid is going to dissolve in amines because of the formation of soluble complex. This complex is AgRNH2 twice, because coordination number of silver is 2, that's why there is RNH2 twice Cl minus. This is the complex. This complex is soluble. Just like ammonia or ammonium hydroxide, they dissolve silver salt, silver chloride, and here also amines also dissolves silver salt or silver chloride. In that we get the solubles liquid, we get a soluble material. So that is the reaction. If it is copper sulfate, CuSO4 combining with RNH2, what is the coordination number of copper in general compounds, normal compounds? Coordination number of copper. Silver coordination number 2. What is the coordination number of copper in common compounds? Exceptions are also there, always there.
+2.
That is the oxidation state. What is the coordination number? Oxidation state of copper is +2.
4.
Yes, it is 4 beta. Yes. Coordination number of copper is 4 in most of the compounds. That's why 4 RNH2. And we are going to get the product. Here is Cu, RNH2, NH24, 2 positive. This type of complex we get. So amines are also going to form coordination compounds because they have ability to donate pair of electrons. So these are the simple properties, general properties. Another property, reaction with chloroform. That is very important. Reaction with chloroform. This is called a carbyl amine test. Carbyl amine reaction. Carbyl amine reaction or carbyl amine test. This is a test because with the help of this reaction, we can distinguish 1 degree amine from 2 degree and 3 degree. Means 1 degree amine can be distinguished with the help of carbyl amine test. What is this test? Isocyanide test. Yes, we are going to get isocyanide in this process. That's why it is also called isocyanide test. Yes, it is that. Isocyanide test. Okay, what is the reaction? Primary aliphatic and aromatic both. Aliphatic and aromatic, they combine with, like RNH2 combines with chloroform CHCl3 and KOH. That KOH is alcoholic. Alcoholic KOH, not aqueous. Alcoholic KOH. It is simply partially warm. Small heating is needed. Without heating, we can write. And the reaction is this 3Cl and 3K comes out in the form of KCl. 2H from here, 1H from here, and OH from here, 3OH from here in the form of 3H2O. Then leaving behind R, N, and C. They join together and form R bond N and C plus 3KCl plus 3H2O. This is the isocyanide, alkyl isocyanide. Alkyl isocyanide. And this smell of this compound is unpleasant. Very toxic compound, toxic and unpleasant. Because of this smell, we can identify the given compound is primary amine. It is a unpleasant, foul-smelling gas, isocyanide, this alkyl isocyanide, and that can be identified. But it is toxic. This cannot be performed in the lab. Even in chloroform also. See that. This is also dangerous. So this test cannot be performed practically in the lab. If it is like this CH3NH2 plus CHCl3 plus 3KOH alcoholic, it gives the compound is CH3NC plus 3KCl plus 3H2O. This compound, methyl isocyanide. Do you remember this gas? Methyl isocyanide. Do you remember this gas? It was this gas was responsible for a big tragedy in India. A big tragedy happened in the year of 1984 in our country, and there was a big tragedy. So many persons were died, and the effect of this gas is seen today also in that area. Do you know the gas? Do you remember this gas? MIC. It is isocyanate actually. Yes, beta. Methyl isocyanide. Yes, Pragya. I want the name of the tragedy. It is well known by that. This is the Bhopal tragedy.
Bhopal gas tragedy.
Yes, beta. Bhopal gas tragedy. methyl isocyanate, some other compounds are also there, methyl isocyanate, and it is going to affect the genes, genetic disorder also created by this gas. This gas is soluble in water. If at that time people were already known about this gas, they can save their life by closing their mouth with the help of that weighted handkerchief. 1984, yes, in the December 1984, this tragedy was done. Okay, now, and do you know the product made by that company? What was the product prepared by that company? That is an insecticide, and its trade name is Seven, S-E-V-E-N, Seven only, the name of that product. And that product is too much effective against mites. Mites, generally, they are just below the leaf of the vegetables. Just that lady's finger and brinjal, they're just below the leaf, small dots, red dots like insects. And no any insecticide effective against them. Either rainwater or any way we have to spray water with greater force, then they can wash out from the surface of the leaf and the plant may be free from that. Or this Seven, that product prepared by that Seven is the pesticide. That was quite effective against the mites. But this company was, nowadays, it is not in working condition, it is off. Okay, beta. So this is the isocyanide. Earlier, there was a set of 3 experiments in the lab, 3 organic reactions that we have to perform in the lab, and that was treated as a project work. And one experiment is the reaction with chloroform, methyl isocyanate, that is carbylamine test. But now CBSE has removed this one because of this toxiness of this property, this compound. And in that case, we are using aniline, C6H5NH2, which is also carcinogenic. So this practically is not permitted nowadays. But otherwise, by taking 3 reactions, we can complete a project. Okay. So this is isocyanide test. Now, take care. 1 degree aliphatic and aromatic amines can be identified from other amines by doing this test. That's why it is called carbylamine test or isocyanide test. This is used to distinguish primary amine from the given pairs of compound. If one is primary amine, this can be taken as a distinction test. Okay, beta? So in this way, this is useful. If given methylamine or dimethylamine, how to distinguish? This is the test, carbylamine test. There you have to mention that methylamine combines with chloroform and alcoholic OH to give corresponding isocyanide or methyl isocyanide, which has offensive smell, and in this way it is identified. Secondary amine, they are not going to combine with chloroform. This is the one important reaction, carbylamine test, isocyanide test. Another reaction is acylation. Acylation. In acylation, 1 degree and 2 degree amines involved. The reason, here is the reason. Acylation, this is not Friedel-Crafts. Here acylation, RNH2 combines with acylation, we use either acid chloride, that is the one derivative of carboxylic acid, or acid anhydride, another derivative of carboxylic acid for acylation. In Friedel-Crafts also we are taking these two. It is going to combine with R-COCl. Here it is, R-COCl and acid chloride in presence of base. Base is needed. The reason of this base, just we are going to clarify. Here this Cl and along with this H1 hydrogen, till the hydrogen available over nitrogen, this reaction will take place. That's why in 3 degree, there is no hydrogen here, and 3 degree amine, they are not going to acylate. The product is, byproduct is HCl, and the product is RCO. Here it is RCO, and then NH joined with this R-CO, NHR plus HCl. This HCl, hydrochloric acid, is going to combine with amine. That's why small amount of base is needed which is able to neutralize the HCl. This base is required to neutralize that HCl, otherwise it combined with base, this amine, and neutralize this reaction will not take place. This is the role of the base in this reaction. What is the functional group in this compound? RCONHR. What is the functional group, beta?
Amide.
It is amide. It is alkyl derivative of amide. Here it is RCONH2 is the normal amide. One hydrogen is replaced with R. So it is named as N-alkyl. This is the alkyl connected with nitrogen. N-alkyl alkanamide. Alkanamide. N-alkyl alkanamide. Let me write a specific reaction, then there will not be doubt. CH3NH2 plus C2H5COCl. Anyway, we can write whether this C2H5 here or this can be written first and this can be written afterward. Anyway, we can manage it. In presence of base, this part we can write first so that the compound will be clear what is the functional group. So C2H5, here it is C2H5CO, and here is nitrogen NH, and here is CH3 plus HCl. This is N-methyl 3-carbon propane amide. N-methyl propane amide is the name of this compound. This is called alkyl derivative of amide. Okay, beta? We can go for a aromatic amine also. Here, let me write this one first. CH3COCl plus aniline. Here is NH2. In presence of base, this H from here, Cl from here comes out in the form of HCl, and then it is going to combine to form CH3CO. Here is N, one hydrogen is there, and benzene ring here join. This is called N-phenyl ethane amide, N-phenyl acetamide. A common name, N-phenyl ethane amide, 2 carbon atoms in the chain. So this is the compound. This is called acylation reaction. If amines are 2 degree, then what should be the product? Try yourself, bachon. Please try. If amine is 2 degree, RNRH, we can write R2NH, no problem here. Combines with R-COCl. In presence of base, here one hydrogen is available. This hydrogen along with Cl comes out in the form of HCl. Then join the remaining R-CO, and here is N, R, and R. N and dialkyl alkane amide. This alkyl N and dialkyl alkane amide. This is the name of the compound. We can write the specific name also if the R is replaced by either CH3 or C2H5 or any alkyl group. This is the 2 degree amine. 1 degree amine combined in this way and 2 degree amines combined in this way. Dialkyl derivative of amide in case of 2 degree. And 3 degree, there is no hydrogen in 3 degree. That's why there is no such reaction. If you go for this reaction, RNH2 plus CH3, let me write CH3NH2, okay. CH3NH2 plus CH3CO, here is CH3CO. This is anhydride, a derivative of carboxylic acid. Again, we use these 2 compounds, acid chloride and acid anhydride, for acylation purpose. In presence of base, here is the base. This bond is broken during acylation when we use acid anhydride. So here it is like this, and one hydrogen From here, it joins with oxygen to form this compound CH3COOH. Here is one hydrogen, and this one joined to form this CH3COOH, and it gives the main product is CH3CO. Here is NH, and here is R. Here is CH3. N-methyl ethane amide. This is called acylation reaction. If the note you are writing about acylation, you can also write Friedel-Crafts acylation. Earlier we have discussed, and this is simple acylation. This can be also taken as acylation reaction. We can use, while writing note on acylation, we can use this reaction. Next property is reaction with nitrous acid. Reaction with, this is the reaction with nitrous acid. Nitrous acid. HNO2. Nitrous acid is not stable like HNO3. Oxo acid, among oxo acids of nitrogen, only one is stable, that is HNO3 nitric acid. Rest oxo acids are not stable. Nitrous acid we prepare during the reaction by the use of salt and acid, and the reaction is like this. If it is RNH2, 1 degree primary amine, aliphatic, this is 1 degree, aliphatic primary amine, this is the 1 degree. It is going to combine with nitrous acid, and the source is a nitrite, NaNO2, HCl, and low temperature, that is 278 Kelvin. Low temperature is needed, ice cold solution should be there. So this is going to combine in this way. Here it is going to form a unstable compound, and that compound is Rn2 positive Cl negative. This compound is not stable. That's why it is written in bracket. This is just diazonium salt. It is alkyl diazonium chloride. Diazo because N double bond N. Alkyl diazonium chloride. This is unstable. And this is going to hydrolyze to form H2O to form ROH plus N2 plus HCl. So this reaction we have used where we have to convert amine into alcohol. We use this reaction, diazotization, here combining with nitrous acid. So this amine 1 degree combined with nitrous acid, directly we can write ROH. Because this compound is unstable. If it is aromatic like aniline, then we get BDC, benzene diazonium chloride. This is aniline, also 1 degree, combined with HONO in presence of NaNO2, HCl, low temperature, to form benzene diazonium chloride. Here is N2 positive, Cl negative. This is the stable compound, well known by this name, BDC, benzene diazonium chloride plus H2O. Okay, beta? So primary amine, they combine with nitrous acid to form this type of compound. Secondary amine, they also combine to form nitrosoamine. Secondary amine like RNRH, this is 2 degree, combines with nitrous acid HONO under similar condition to form the compound like this. Here is hydrogen and HO comes out. Then the product is like this, R bond N bond R bond N double bond O. This is called nitrosoamine. This product is called nitrosoamine. Is the product. 2-degree amine is going to form like this. 3-degree also combine to form nitrosoamine through an intermediate, and that reaction is see the reaction here, H coming out from here, OH coming out from here, and this nitrogen connected with nitrogen. And if it is 3-degree, R, N, R, R, it combines with HONO in presence of NaNO2, that is the source of nitrous acid, low temperature, ice cold we call, and this is going to form, the product is R3NH, R3NH positive, NO2 negative. This type of product is formed, and then it is going to break into, on warm to give, the product is R bond N, here is R bond O, double bond N, double bond, no, bond N, double bond O. We are going to get the similar product nitrosoamine through this type of complex. So there is not much utility of this. Simply we can say 1-degree amine to form alcohol if it is aliphatic, and 2-degree amine aromatic, that is aniline, going to form benzene diazonium chloride. This 2-degree is going to form nitroso product, and similarly 3-degree also. This is the reaction with nitrous acid. Conversion point of view, this is important. How to convert ethylamine into ethyl alcohol into methyl alcohol, then we use this reaction as an step. This conversion we have discussed earlier in the class. The another one is reaction with sulfonyl chloride. One of the important reaction again. Reaction with sulfonyl chloride. Very important reaction. It is used to distinguish primary, secondary, tertiary, all 3 amines. That is, reaction is 7 is reaction with benzene sulfonyl chloride. And the important thing of this reaction is, if you are knowing the formula of benzene sulfonyl chloride, you can easily manage the reaction. This is the slightly difficult part, we can say, or this is the compound we have to take care. After writing the formula of this compound, you can easily complete the reaction. And here the compound. And this is called Hinsberg test. This idea was given by the scientist Hinsberg. Yes, beta. It is given by Hinsberg. So it is called Hinsberg test. This test is used to distinguish primary, secondary, and tertiary amines. With a mixture of, if the 3 samples are given with the 3 different amines, we can perform this test to identify them. What is the chemistry behind this? This is benzene sulfonyl chloride. Here is sulfonyl chloride, benzene sulfonyl chloride. This can be written as C6H5SO2Cl. Without writing this ring, we can also write in this way. Is going to combine with amine. Amine is, it is 1 degree, aliphatic amine, 1 degree. This is going to form, see here, the Cl from here, H from here comes out in the form of HCl. Going to form a product like this. Here is SO2 and here is nitrogen joined with this and R. This is the product. Okay. Here we can write C6H5SO2Cl plus RNH2 is going to form here Cl from here, one H from here comes out in the form of HCl minus HCl here. It is going to form C6H5SO2, C6H5SO2, Cl is not there. SO2 bond N, here is RH. NRH in the same line we can write NRH like that. This compound is insoluble. Insoluble means it is going to form two different layers. With if other reacted compounds are available there, they are not going to mix together. So this is not even water soluble. If we mix with water, it is not going to dissolve. And when this is treated with the KOH, aqueous solution of KOH, this is going to make a salt, potassium salt of this H replaced by K. And this is going to form this product. Here is SO2, here is N bond, here is R and K, K positive and N negative. This is potassium salt of this product, and this potassium salt is water soluble. Water soluble, or simply we can say soluble. This is insoluble and this product is soluble. Here it may be written as it is combining with KOH to form C6H5SO2NRK. K is positive, here it is negative. This is soluble compound. So what is the chemistry here? This is benzene sulfonyl chloride going to combine with amine to form insoluble compound, primary amine, which is going to combine with KOH to form soluble compound. First we get insoluble. When we mix with the KOH, it is going to dissolve, going to mix together. We get a clear solution. This is about 1 degree amine. If we take 2 degree amine, what is the chemistry here? In 2 degree amine, there is 2 hydrogen atom. There is only 1 hydrogen atom. That's why only one step is completed. Second step is not, because no hydrogen is there which can be replaced by potassium. So only one step is possible. In 3 degree amine, no hydrogen is available here. That's why even first step is not going to perform. And that reaction is no reaction. So here, take 2 degree, benzene sulfonyl chloride. Here is SO2Cl. Need not to draw this ring and like that. We can proceed in this way also. Plus RNHR. It is going to form, here is hydrogen available. It comes out along with Cl in the form of HCl. And the product is, here is SO2 and here is bond N, R, and here is R. This is insoluble. And when it is going to mix with KOH, no reaction. No reaction takes place. This is the chemistry of Hinsberg test. In this, if we take care about this formula, C6H5SO2Cl, we can easily manage the reaction. Hydrogen is available, comes out along with Cl in the form of HCl. Hydrogen is available, comes out along with H in the form of HCl. Second step, one more hydrogen is available, that is replaced by K and form potassium salt of the compound which is soluble. This salt is soluble, and here no hydrogen is available at this nitrogen. For second step, no hydrogen available, no reaction with KOH. That's why there is no reaction, it is remain insoluble. There is no effect of KOH in this mixture. If it is 3 degree, yes, you can see here 3 degree. Here is SO2, Cl plus R, N, R, R. No hydrogen is available over nitrogen. That's why there is no reaction. No reaction. So this is the test which can be applied to distinguish 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree amines. Or sometimes they are asking the question direct way. Explain the chemistry of Hinsberg test. So what to do in that case? We have to say that this test is applied to distinguish primary, secondary and tertiary amines. The samples of amines is treated with benzene sulfonyl chloride followed with the KOH. The first product in case of 1 degree amine is insoluble while second product is soluble. In this way we can manage the sentence and we can explain. This question may be of 2 or 3 marks at that time. Okay, beta? So this is the chemistry behind Hinsberg test. So this is one of the important reaction, important test. Then there is oxidation reaction, a reaction with the carbon disulfide, not that important reaction, even more reaction, last reaction, reaction with carbon disulfide. CS2. Carbon disulfide combines with the primary amine. The reaction is RNH2 combines with sulfur, carbon, sulfur to give. This is going to be heated, warm. Heat is required. What is happening here? This one hydrogen is going to form like this. This pi bond is broken. This pi bond is broken. And carbon joined to the nitrogen. One hydrogen is replaced here. Here is NH bond. Here is NH bond C. Here is double bond S. And here is SH. This is the addition product. And going to form after breaking one of the pi bond between carbon and sulfur. This compound is going to combine with the HgCl2. HgCl2. Mercury chloride, mercury second chloride, to form the compound like this. Here is R, N bond, C bond S. R, here this H, and H comes out in the form of HCl plus HGS, HGS plus HCl. This compound RNCS, alkyl isothiocyanate. This is alkyl isothiocyanate, NC. Alkyl isothiocyanate. This compound having smell as well as look like mustard oil. So this reaction is also called mustard oil reaction. This is also called mustard oil reaction. What is the meaning of this reaction? Actually, this compound is used as adulterant in mustard oil. This can be mixed in other oil in sufficient amount, and its smell and its look, it is just like similar to the mustard oil. Someone, they are smelling the mustard oil to see its purity. But when this compound is mixed with mustard oil, they cannot identify whether it is adulterated or pure mustard oil. So this is called mustard oil reaction. Its look and smell especially is similar to the mustard oil. It is one of the adulterant. It is up to some extent it is being mixed with the mustard oil to get the smell, proper smell. So bachcho, remaining reactions we will discuss later on. Some more reactions are there, some more properties are there. We will discuss later on. Ring substitution is there. सो थैंक यू बच्चों, थैंक यू वेरी मच। एंड
Thank you, sir.
अगर कोई दिक्कत आ रही है बच्चों, अगर इसमें ऑर्गेनिक में कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, सो यू कैन आस्क योर डिफिकल्टीज। लेट मी सी योर अटेंडेंस वंस अगेन।
सर वो लास्ट में कैसे आया था, आर एन मतलब?
Here R N, here HgCl2 na beta, this hydrogen is replaced, and then this nitrogen carbon joined with single bond, this bond is also broke, this bond is there, SH is being removed, it forms HgS and HCl. This is not balanced reaction. Reaction is not balanced. That's why it is thioisocyanide or isocyanate. Iso because NC and sulfur, that's why thiocyanate. Reaction balance nahi hai. So let me see your attendance. Aman is here. Yes, Aman available. And Akriti is here. 4, 5. 6, 7 is here. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, beta. 12, 13, 14, 13. 13 is not here. 14, 15, 16, 17, 17. 17 is here. 18, 19, 20. 20 is here. Rahul. Okay, beta. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, beta. Thank you all.
Sir, कल रिवीजन।
थैंक यू सर।
कल बेटा मैं लूंगा आपका 3 मैकेनिज्म एज ए रिवीजन।